the heart of America, a place where life moves at a different pace. Wichita, Kansas, a city known for its friendly people and quiet streets, a place where neighbors wave to each other, children play in parks, life unfolds with a comforting predictability. But this peaceful facade held a dark secret, a secret that would shatter the city's tranquility, a secret named Dennis Rader. Dennis Rader. He was a man of routine, an ordinary man, or so it seemed. He was a husband, a father. He worked as a city compliance officer. He blended in seamlessly. He was active in his church. He was a Boy Scout leader. He was the president of his son's Cub Scout pack. He was the epitome of normalcy. No one suspected a thing. He was a pillar of the community, respected, trusted. He was the guy you'd call if you needed help fixing your fence. The kind of neighbor who would bring over a casserole when you were sick. He was the last person anyone would suspect. And that was his most effective disguise. Beneath the facade of normalcy, a monster lurked. A monster that craved control. A monster that craved power. Behind closed doors, a sinister reality festered. Dennis Rader was living a double life. He was a man consumed by darkness. He harbored twisted fantasies that he would soon bring to life. His victims, carefully chosen. He stalked them. He learned their routines. He fantasized about control, about domination, about the fear in their eyes. He relished it. His dark urges grew stronger. He couldn't ignore them. He wouldn't. He began to plan. He assembled his tools, rope, tape, plastic bags, instruments of torture. He was meticulous. He was organized. He was ready to unleash his depravity upon Wichita. He was the BTK, the chilling acronym he gave himself. Bind, torture, kill. His methods were chillingly efficient. He would enter their homes unseen. He would subdue them, often using rope or cord. He would bind their hands. He would cover their mouths. He would watch them struggle. Their fear fueled his dark desires. Their terror was his reward. He derived pleasure from their pain. He was a master manipulator, a puppet master pulling the strings of life and death. He took his time. He wanted them to know they were helpless, that they were at his mercy. He would torture them, both physically and psychologically. He enjoyed their helplessness. He reveled in their fear. And then, when he was finished, he would kill them, coldly, calculatedly. He would then position their bodies. Sometimes he would dress them, sometimes he would pose them. He was creating a macabre spectacle, a testament to his power. Section 5. A twisted game. He craved notoriety. He wanted the world to know his name. He began leaving clues, taunting letters, puzzles, ciphers. He sent them to the police, to the newspapers. He was playing a twisted game of cat and mouse. He reveled in the attention. He thrived on the fear he instilled. His letters were bizarre. They were rambling. They were filled with a strange mix of ego and self-pity. He wanted to be understood. He wanted to be admired. He wanted credit for his crimes. He wanted to be feared. He was a narcissist who reveled in the spotlight, even if it was the spotlight of his own twisted creation. Section 6. The mask slips. Years passed, the murders continued, the letters kept coming. The police were baffled. He was always one step ahead. He was a ghost, a phantom. He seemed to vanish into thin air after each horrific act. But Dennis Rader, the seemingly normal family man, was growing bolder, more reckless. He became overconfident. He began to believe he was invincible. He made mistakes. He let his guard down. He slipped up. He left a floppy disk at a crime scene. A floppy disk that he thought was clean. He had used it to communicate with the police, taunting them with his riddles and boasts. But this time, he made a fatal error. He had used a deleted file, a file that could be recovered, a file that led the police straight to him, to Dennis Rader, the man who had terrorized Wichita for decades. Section 7. Trapped in his own web. The news of his arrest sent shockwaves through Wichita. Their trusted neighbor, the church-going family man, the Boy Scout leader, a serial killer? It was unfathomable. He was finally unmasked. The monster revealed. His trial was a media spectacle. The world watched in horror as the details of his crimes were laid bare. He pleaded guilty to 10 counts of first-degree murder. He showed no remorse. He seemed to relish recounting the details of his crimes. He described his methods. He spoke of his victims with chilling detachment. He was proud of what he had done. He saw himself as a predator, a hunter. He was a monster to the end. Section 8. The Monster Among Us. Dennis Rader was sentenced to 10 consecutive life sentences. He was sent to El Dorado Correctional Facility. He would die in prison. The man who craved attention. The man who wanted to be remembered. He would spend the rest of his days in obscurity. His name forever synonymous with evil. His case remains a chilling reminder that monsters can hide in plain sight. That evil can lurk beneath the veneer of normalcy. He was a husband, a father, a respected member of the community. And he was a cold-blooded killer, a stark and terrifying contradiction. Section 9. Unanswered Questions. How could a man like Dennis Rader exist? How could someone lead such a profoundly deceptive life? These are questions that continue to haunt us. He was a master manipulator. He understood the human need for normalcy. He exploited it. He used it to create a life where he could indulge his darkest fantasies. His case serves as a chilling reminder that evil can wear many faces, that we can never truly know what lurks in the hearts of others. We are left to grapple with the unsettling reality that the monster next door might be the person we least suspect.